This is Jamey with Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in the new game, Honey Buzz. This is a Kickstarter copy of the game, although I think the retail version is pretty similar. I should say up front that I am friends with the designer Paul. We play disc golf together here in St. Louis. He's a great guy, and I'm friends with the people who published this game. But this isn't a review. This isn't my opinion about the game itself. Rather, it's me gushing about my favorite mechanisms in this game. And I'm going to mention some production things that I think that were really clever in here, in case you want to look at this from a publishing perspective. So my favorite mechanism in this game, basically this is a worker placement game where you are using bee workers to put together your hive, and the benefits that you're gaining, the direct benefits are that you're gaining tiles to build your hive, but really the core benefits and the core actions of the game happen when you complete a part of your hive that has 6 hex-shaped cells around it, and when that happens, you get all of the benefits that are on those cells. So you have these tiles that look like this. They all look like this, but they have one of 6 different icons on one of the 2 hexes. And when you use these tiles to complete a 6 hex area of your hive, you get all of these benefits. There are 6 different benefits that you can possibly gain. And the more tiles you put into that configuration, the more benefits you get. And that, I think, is a brilliant engine building style mechanism. Because right off the bat at the beginning of the game, you start off with a part of your hive constructed. So from your very first turn, when you use a worker to go grab another one of these tiles to add to your hive, you can, if you want, put it down in your hive in such a way that you gain benefits right away. Probably multiple benefits, 2 or 3 benefits most likely. Or you can decide to hold off and orient that tile so that you are gaining, so you might orient it like this up, inserting it into the hive area, so that on a future turn, you are getting more benefits from that area once you complete the hive with even more tiles. So that's the core decision here. Do you complete these little hex areas rather quickly and get fewer benefits, or do you take longer and get better benefits? And when you do, you actually get a more rare nectar type in the middle of that hive area. I know this is a little abstract to see me talking about it on the screen, but if you check out a rules video about it, I think they'll explain it pretty well. But I love the decision point here. I love the decision point between going after a configuration right away, completing a configuration easily, and getting instant gratification and a lower level nectar token whenever I go foraging. Foraging is one of the actions. Or do I spend more time and build up these more areas that require more hexes and get better benefits from them later, more powerful benefits? It's a really interesting choice, and I don't necessarily think there's a right choice. It's more of a matter of timing. What do I need right now? What can I hold off on right now and get a little bit later? I love this choice in the game. There's also a little worker placement thing that Paul does in this game that I think is really clever. It's very basic, but it works really well, which is on your turn, you place a worker to get a tile. And if there's already a stack of workers there, multiple stacks of workers there, you look at the highest stack of workers there, and you must place a number of workers equal to 1 higher than the stack that's already there. And so it's a reason to certainly get more workers in the game. It's fairly easy to get more workers in the game, but it also gives you a great decision point as to, do I choose a tile that has no workers there, so all I need is to place 1 worker on that area of the board to get that tile, but maybe I don't need that tile as much. Or do I go after a tile that I really, really want, but it costs multiple workers to get it? I love that decision point. Now, I want to mention a few production things as well. Just a few little clever additions that I thought were really good. One was Honey Buzz comes in a very sturdy box, and they included these little finger holds to help you lift the box off the game. It's great. It works really, really well. It's just a little addition, but I really, really like that. They use, I don't know how they found it, but they use the special material that we use in our rulebooks at Stonemaier Games for their rulebook, so it feels really good. Maybe I actually told them about it. I don't remember. My favorite component of the game are the honey tokens, which are 4 different shapes and colors, and they're a little squishy. You can't really tell it here, but they have a little give to them, kind of like the tokens in Everdell, if you've ever played that. But these are clear. They look fantastic. They feel fantastic in your hand. They really feel like kind of congealed honey. I really like that. The last little touch I thought was really clever in terms of art is that around the sides of the boxes, sometimes game companies put advertisements for their other games. which is great. Good idea. They take it to a new level in Honey Buzz, and they show bees playing their other games. So here's End of the Trail, an advertisement for that. They have bees playing End of the Trail. They have 2 games that are coming out, so they don't show games playing them yet. Paradox Initiative and Merchants of the Dark Road, which I also back on Kickstarter. And Atlantis Rising also. They have bees playing a game of Atlantis Rising. I love this little touch. Rather than just slapping an image from the game here, they created a custom illustration showing the Honey Buzz bees playing those games. Just a really clever production. A lot of love went into this game, I can tell. And I really enjoy my play of it. And I hope you gain some value from the mechanisms I mentioned here. That hive building mechanism, go check out a video about it because it is really, really clever. And it's a very simple but clever twist on worker placement to just have, you have to place one more worker than the previous, than the highest stack there. It could be your own stack, or it could be some other player's stack. I think they're called beelines in the game. So yeah, those are my favorite mechanisms in Honey Buzz. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, or if you can think of any other games that do similar things with those mechanisms, I'd love to hear about that as well. Thanks.